Okay, so good afternoon. Okay, gawa tayo ngayon ng panibagong vlogs natin, okay? So now we're going to start with what do you call this? Exponents, okay? So from our lesson, excuse me. From our previous lesson before na dun sa prime factors natin, no? Ito po yung magiging continuation ng mga lesson ninyo, kids. Okay, so how do we define the exponent? Okay, so ito yung ating exponential form, okay? Tingnan natin ang ating exponent. Ito. Okay, let's make it 3 to the 4th power. Okay, this is what we call the base. Okay, now this is what we call the exponent. Exponent. Okay. Now, with this one, how do we call this one? So, 3 to the 4th power. Okay. Now, this is now what you call the exponential form. Okay. Okay. So, yan ha. So, yung 3, yun yung inyong base. Okay. Yung 4, that is now the exponent. Okay? Now, we call this 3 to the 4th power as the exponential form. Now, dun sa test ninyo, ganito yung lalabas. Okay? Kaya natin meron kayo ngayon dyan. Okay? Dito ay ang 3 to the 4th power. Okay? Let's say that is number 1. Dito ngayon, meron kayo ngayon nakalagay dyan na standard form. Okay? Lagay ko dito yung exponential form pala, ha? Para hindi kayo malito. This is now the exponential form. Then, here is the standard form. Then, dito yung kasunod ay ang value. Okay. Now, tingnan natin. So, how are you going to fill this up? So, here, and then here. Dito sa ating standard form, okay, ang gagawin niyo dyan is this one. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, so ito po yung pinaka-standard form nyo. Bakit? Kasi sabi niya, 3 to the 4th power. So, how many times are we going to multiply 3? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to the 4th power. Hindi yun 3 times 4. No, it's not. It should be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So, how many times? That is 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Kuha po niya. Okay, next. Tingnan naman natin dito sa pangalawa. We have here 6 to the 4th, or gawin natin 6 to the 3rd power, or 6 cube. Okay? So, how are we going to do that? Sa standard form, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay? So, yan po yan. 6 times 6 times 6. Sabi niya, 6 to the 3rd power. So, that is 1, then 2, and then this is 3. Okay, next. Ay, number 3, we have, tingnan natin itong 8 to the, okay, lagyan natin ang 4th power. So, it should be, gawin natin 5 para mas maintindihan nila. 8 to the 5th power. So, how should it be? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Open niya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it should be multiplied. 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, so ganun yun na. Now, dito ninyo yan sa standard form. So, how are you going to answer it how are you going to give the value for that? Okay, so paano ngayon gagawin natin? Okay, gawa tayo dito para meron tayong scratch, no? Okay, so tingnan natin to 3 to the 4th power. So, you are going to multiply that like this way. Okay, so it should be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay? So, ito po yan, ha? Okay? So, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Okay? So, 7 times 3 is 21. Carry 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. Okay, so now the value of 3 to the 4th power is 81. Kuha po niya. Okay, next number. Next number would be, Okay, so sabi niya, we have here 6 to the third power. Okay, now let's try this one. This is now 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. Carry 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. Okay, so ang value niya would be 216. 6 to the third power. Next. Okay. Next one is 8 to the fifth power. So, how are we going to do that? So, 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, kita pa ba? Ay, okay. O, taasan natin ng konti. Masyadong mababa yung ginawa ni Ate Glo. Okay, taasan natin ng konti, ha? Okay, so we have here 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, so para makita mo ninyo. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay? So 8 times 8 is 64. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry 3. 8 times 6 is 48. Plus 3 is 51. 5 times 2 is 16. Carry 1. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. Carry 4. 8 times 9 is 72. Plus 4 is 76. Carry 7. 8 times 0 is 0. Plus 7 is 7. 8 times 2, 8 times 4 is 32. Okay, so this is now the value. Okay, 32,768. So that is the value of 8 to the fifth power. Okay, so dapat po, ang pinaka sinasabi na naman natin dito, grade 2 pa lang, dapat maituro na po natin sa mga bata ang basic multiplication. Kasi kung sa basic multiplication pa lang, hindi na nila alam gagawin, much more na mahihirapan sila dito. Okay? So, ito po yan ha. So, let's try another one. Okay? Okay, so, this is it. Okay. Ayan natin. So, kapag lumabas yun dun sa ano ninyo, sa test ninyo, okay? Write the exponential form, the standard form, and then the value. Okay, let's halimbawa. Meron naman kayo dito na nakalagay dyan, value, 125. So, paano ninyo ngayon gagawin yan? Diba? So, ang gawin ninyo ngayon, yung 125, okay, standard form, yung 125, tingnan natin, saan natin pwede, tingnan natin sa 5. Ha? So, 12 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay. So, bring down 2. 12 minus 2 is 12 minus 10 is 2. And then bring down 5. So, 25 divided by 5 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay. So, yun. So, tingnan natin. Paano natin gagawin ngayon to? So, sabi niya, 25 times 5. Okay. So, tingnan natin, no? So, itong 25 ngayon, i-divide nyo ulit sa 5. 5 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, so ilan ngayon ang 3 niyan? So, ang 5 niyan, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, tingnan natin kung tatama. Gawin natin dito ng 5 to the third power. Tingnan natin ng 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, so tingnan natin kung tatama tayo. Doon sa value na 125. Okay, tingnan natin. So, sabi niya, this is now 5 times 5 is equals to 25. And then, times 5 ulit. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Okay, so tumama naman. So, ibig sabihin, yung 125, ang kanyang exponential form is 5 to the third power. Okay? Ang kanyang standard form is 5 times 5 times 5. Okay? So, ganun natin i-check ha. Okay, let's halimbawa. Given ninyo dito, nakalagay dyan, may value na, nakalagay 64. Okay, so saan ba pwedeng nanggaling ang 64 na the same number will be repeated? Okay, the same number, it will be multiplied. Okay, tingnan natin. So sabi natin, ang 64, i-divide natin sa 8. So, 64 divided by 8 is 8. Okay, so tingnan natin isa. 64 divide by 4. Sa 6, ilan ang 4? Isa. 1 times 4, 4. So, 24 divided by 4 is 6. So, 4 times 6, that is 24. Okay, now, si 16, i-divide natin ulit sa 4. 16 divided by 4 is again 4. So, ilan ang 4? So, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so ibig sabihin, dalawa. Yung isa, okay, lagay natin dito yung isa. Okay, so itong isa ha, so 4. So sabi niya, 4 to the third power. Dito naman sa isa, 8, no? 8. Okay, let's put it here, 8 to the second power. So tingnan natin kung pareho, okay? So sabi niya rito, 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, so 8 times 8. Okay, dito naman, sa 4 to the third power natin, nakita natin, 4 times 4 is 16 times 4, 24, carry 2. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So, 1, 2, 3. 4 to the third power. Tama naman. Ako nyo? Diba? Okay. So, meron tayo dito 4 times 4 times 4 is also 64. Okay? So, sa mga bata, nakita nyo ha? So, kumbaga ganon natin gagawin. Pagdating sa test ninyo, kung given na ang value, you just have to divide with the same number na maaring lumabas doon sa question niya. Okay? So, na-try natin with 5. Ginawa natin, divide natin sa 5. So, lumabas siya 5 times 5 times 5. Yun yung kanyang standard form. And then, ang kanyang exponential form is 5 to the third power. In 64, we divided with 8. So, ang lumabas niya is 8 to the second power or 8 square. Okay, which is 8 times 8, that is 64. And then, with 4, okay, so dinivide natin by 4. So, that is 4 to the fourth power, 4 to the third power, which is 4 times 4 times 4. Okay? So, tandaan lang po ninyo ha. Muli, ang pinaka-sikreto po natin dito, again, is the basic multiplication. Okay? So, pag-aralan po natin, everyday, what you call this, i-recite natin. Everyday, i-recite natin ang multiplication table para noon, mas lalo po kayong mahasa, mas lalo po ninyong matandaan. Okay? And tandaan niyo mga bata ha, lagi natin sinasabi. Ito yung inyong pinaka Bible verse. Okay? So that is James, no? Or Santiago 1 verse 5. Okay? Kung sino man ang nangangailangan ng talino, tayo humingi sa Panginoon at ang Panginoon ay magbibigay sa atin ng sapat-sapat at hindi manunumbat. Okay, maraming salamat po.